Little People, Big World's Matt Roloff reveals if the series has ended. Hi dear beautiful friends. It's America from Motion 48 YouTube channel. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my channel. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff shares take on whether or not the series has finally come to an end. Matt and his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, have been a part of Little People, Big World for the better part of the last 2 decades, sharing their lives and along with their children on screen for viewers. While the initial ploy of the series was to show viewers how the family struggles with dwarfism shaped their lives, the drama intensified between the Roloffs as Matt and Amy's marriage struggled while their 4 children grew up and left the nest. In a Facebook post, Matt shared why he believes Little People, Big World's network has yet to announce whether the show is over or not, despite it seeming to have ended with the most recent season finale. Nobody really knows at this point if the last episode was the series finale, Matt shared on Facebook. He explained that contractually, the series has run from a season-to-season contract for the last several years, so the show could be finished or come back again. I feel very content and satisfied with the run of shows and the journey we shared, Matt explained. While Matt shared in his update about several different topics, he went into some depth about his kids, some of whom have been publicly estranged from him in the past. Jeremy, Zach, and Molly manage their own individual homes, projects, and farms, Matt shared, continuing that the Roloff's youngest son, Jacob, has returned with his family to an open canvas of opportunity. While Matt and Amy's youngest son is helping him run the family farm, Matt went on to admit that he doesn't get to see Zach and his adorable kids nearly as often as any of us would like. Although Matt's life looks very different than it did when Little People, Big World began in 2006, his relationship with his kids is likely the biggest shift he's faced. While he's been able to rebuild his life after his divorce from Amy in 2016, a decade after Little People, Big World's premiere, Matt has struggled through some serious issues with his family over the years. From his estrangement from his son, Zach Roloff, to the sale of the family farm, Matt has put his life out there for viewers, but has been hard-pressed to take criticism about anything he's done, with Little People, Big World likely coming to an end after all of the Roloff children have departed from the series. It seems that Matt is aware he's moving into the next phase of his life. While he's open about the idea of returning to the series, it's clear that Matt knows that the show isn't everything. In valuing his relationships with his family and even beginning to get along with his ex-wife in new ways, Matt's post proved that he's ready to move forward after Little People, Big World, and leave the door open for returning in the future. Little People, Big World's Zach Roloff issues blunt PSA about public urinals and dwarfism. Zach Roloff is not holding back when it comes to his opinions about urinals in public restrooms. The Little People, Big World alum, 34, shared his blunt views regarding bathrooms during the Thursday, January 16th, episode of his and his wife Tori Roloff's Raising Heights podcast, where they discussed all things. Ickman's bathrooms have urinals, and there's a short one. There's 50 million tall ones, and then there's one short one. Zach began before recalling the story that sparked his rant. And then I walk into the bathroom and there's one 6'2" dude in there. And do you know what urinal he's using? He's using the short one. Why do you think that is? Tori, 33, asked, to which her husband replied, because it's the first one you hit, so you have to walk a few more feet down to use your appropriate size urinal. And I walk in and I stand behind him. Because you can't use the tall ones, Tori continued. I cannot. The tall ones are like, up here, Zach explained, raising his hand to his chest. They're 3 feet tall. I don't know if it's a kid thing, or I don't know if it's a handicap, ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act thing. Zach went on to say that people need to be more aware and use common sense when it comes to public restroom etiquette, noting that there are case-by-case exceptions either way. Same principle applies, he added. Maybe at a sporting event at the end of the game, if every urinal is full. Anyone with dwarfism will hear me loud and clear on this. This is a known thing. This is a very known thing. Tori then signed off on the former TLC personality's PSA. Stop using the first urinal. Wives, tell your husbands. Fans of the longtime couple were quick to support Zach and Tori in the comments section of the post, with one social media user writing, "Love your conversations, all humorous, serious, and informative." Thank you. Another said, Zach, I admire the way you carry yourself. You have such confidence. The way you talk and handle things with such grace is something I respect a lot. You're a great example of how to own who you are and not let anything hold you back. Tori is lucky and you guys are such a cool team. Reality TV fans were first introduced to Zach and the rest of the Roloff family when Little People, Big World premiered on TLC in 2006. Zach and Tori started dating in 2011 after meeting on the Roloff family farm the year before and tied the knot in 2015. They share 2 sons, Jackson and Josiah, and a daughter, Lila. One day before the season 25 finale of the long-running reality series, Zach and Tori announced their exit via their podcast in April 2024. I think the chapter has closed regardless of us being asked back or not. We've made it pretty clear we're done with that chapter for multiple reasons, Zach said at the time. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.